everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thank you. The renovations, they have certainly transformed this place as EA Sports welcomes you to beautiful Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Who will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 52? We'll know shortly as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, file it away, lad, file it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about these say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually...
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So the drive there took 6 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 41 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So we played a quarter here in the AFC Championship game. 14-3, that's our score. And we'll be back to South Florida after this. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
145.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help you in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A gain of 6 there on first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
To throw here, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Red zone opportunity. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
This is taken at the 3. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Browns have come in and looked good as the road team. And will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line. Browns have it later on the drive. It's going to be a run play here. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The lead grows to 4. the middle of the first. Wide open catch will be made on the deep pass. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 33-yard line. Dolphins still on the field. The pass ends up being picked off. Browns will take it back for the touchdown. The Browns go up by 11. Now 2nd and 8. Here the pass will be completed into coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 47-yard line. Browns, though, would settle for just a field goal. So that's going to do it for us. We'll send you back now to field level for some more playoff football.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shifts by him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And to give this time to the tailback. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 32-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a third down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punt. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, their previous possession, they weren't able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
In 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And an alley to run. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it, and you get involved with it.
I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll drop the throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
140.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
And they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This fielded at the 2. A spin. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for it.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 3-19.
3 here's one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The Browns on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, you know, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.